Welcome to the 21st century, where every vehicle made today comes with keyless entry, except for this one. So today I'm going to install a flux capacitor in order to go back in time and have keyless entry installed from the factory on this one. So after taking a closer look at this so-called flux capacitor, it turns out I was on the wrong end of a bad deal, and this is not actually a flux capacitor. And I would be looking to get my money back, other than the fact that this is a receiver door control, which is what we were going to go back in time and purchase. So lucky for us, we have the right part, and the only other thing we'll need to install, other than the remote, is an M6 by 1.0 lock nut. So one quick note on matching the receiver with the remote. We need to look at the FCC ID, which is not very clear in this one, and we just want to make sure that the remote matches. Otherwise, they may not communicate. They might, but they might not. So just to be safe, it's good to have those matching. I bought this off of eBay. It was used out of a junkyard. If there were any FJs actually in junkyards around where I live, I probably would have just gone to a junkyard and got it myself. And I'm not sure, but I don't think it matters what year this comes out of. But to be safe, I got one out of an 08 because my FJ is an 08. I think it really just matters that the FCC ID number matches up. But again, don't quote me on that. So we'll get to work pulling out the glove box. Now we've got an airbag connector right here, and I don't want to disconnect that. So I'm just going to dismount it from this panel by squeezing the tabs on the outside. And we'll push it up through. Once we get this panel down, we can take a look inside here. And we'll see where all these pieces go. It'll be a little easier to tell once we're done. There's a stud right there that the unit will mount to. And if we look down this way, you can see right here is the connector already in the factory wiring harness that we'll plug in. It's just currently taped to the wiring harness, and I think we can just kind of rip that off. Yep. And to remove these other connectors, we'll just need to pry down slightly on the blue tab and the white tab while pulling from the back. And they're off. You can actually get a little better perspective from over here. You can tell where we are. We're right in here. So you can see the two studs right in the center of the screen. We're going to be using the top one, and we've got the wiring harness hanging right there, and it will plug right in. So we can see that the unit is now installed and plugged in. It's the blue one right in the middle of the screen. And the nut is all the way on the stud back there. That was a royal pain in the butt getting to that. I had to kind of contort my arms all around all this stuff, and if my wrists weren't as scrawny as they are, I don't know if I would have been able to do it. Kind of doing it blind with both hands in front of me and couldn't really see what was going on, but we got it done. So that's all installed. I'm going to put the cover back up in here, put the glove box back on, and we'll program the remote. just fill it back up with all my crap, and we will program the remote. I'm probably going to do the remote programming as a separate video because I think these two aren't necessarily always applicable to people who are looking to find this content. So if you go ahead and click the link below in the description, that will bring you to remote programming. That completes the install on this FJ Cruiser. And just as a side note, I used a 2008 receiver in this 2008 FJ Cruiser, and I was able to actually get a 2007 FJ remote to program to this receiver. So, although it is generally ideal to stick to the same year receiver and remote, use the same FCC IDs, I was able to get them to cross-program. So, other years I'm not so sure about, but 2007 and 2008 seem to be cross-compatible. So just something to keep in mind. And on that note, thanks for watching. Appreciate your views. Go ahead and like this video if it was helpful or enjoyable. And I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe as well. Thanks for watching.